career high 31 points. How does it feel to get that milestone today?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. Honestly, it feels even better to be playing back in front of our fans here and to get a win. I feel like we were playing on the road for so long. So, I mean, it feels great to be able to get that milestone here at home.
Yeah, I mean, back at home, you had a tough loss against Creighton, but now back at home. Was it just me today to get this win? Yeah,
that's huge for us right now. I think the biggest thing is we were able to have this week to prep a little more and just take time for ourselves and lock back in. And I think, you saw some of that today. I think we're really working on just the growth of this team right now. You saw different people stepping in and stepping up to their roles. So I think that was a big story of today.
Yeah, I mean, it started out a little rough in the first quarter. Chloe got into foul trouble, but then Rhea, Micaiah, they all came in to play big numbers. So what does it attest to the depth of this team that anyone can step up and have a good and impact on the game?
Yeah, I think it's something that we've been preaching this whole season, and Coach continues to instill confidence in every single player, no matter what experience, no matter what minutes you've played. It's the same messaging, and so that's step one for your coach to believe in you, and after that, obviously as teammates, we all believe in one another. So I think it was great for some of those girls, like you mentioned, Sharia, Micaiah, even Claire, the way she shot the ball. Kenzie hit a couple. Some of those players just to get confidence in themselves, being out on that court and making an impact. I think that was huge.
Yeah, and then it was a tough first quarter. It was a close score, and then you guys broke it out 26 points in the second quarter. So what were you guys saying in the huddles right before the second quarter, and just how were you able to keep the team alive?
Yeah, I think there were just different opportunities that we weren't able to capitalize off at first, especially starting with their physicality on the inside. We were kind of expecting the foul call, and there wasn't a foul call, so then we were kind of off with our finishing, and I felt like we just got back to being solid. We had a couple turnovers in the end of the first quarter, so once we just got our feet settled back in and more solid in that second quarter, I think that's when it started to click for us, and like you mentioned, being able to score 26 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and then kind of just Lagage Pell also had a career high 13 points. So what have you been able to see? I mean, season might not have started as she wanted, but now she's really being able to grow into her role on this team. Yeah,
she's a player that's always asking questions. She always wants to get better, and I think that's what you're seeing right now is she's getting more confident on the court. As a freshman, you go through the ups and downs of trying to figure things out and kind of trying to figure out when to shoot it, when to crash and stuff like that. So I think just the way that she's been able to stick with it through the ups and downs of her already. I think you're seeing her come up right now, and it's been great. I think that it's only going to get better for her.
You're saying, I mean, they have a lot of tall people down low, Providence does, but what were you really just seeing? I mean, you were able to drive to the basket, so what were you seeing, what the defense was giving you?
Yeah, I think it is a testament to kind of how our offense runs. There's a lot of backside action, and so the screening action that I was in kind of took care of a couple players, and then we had shooters stretching the floor or any player over there setting a screen away. Like, you got to stay engaged. So I think when we were able to spread our offense out, move that ball, get different cuts, I think that was when we were able to capitalize.
Yeah, today, we backpacking. I mean, Pat Summit was such a big part of women's basketball. So how does it feel to be able to grow the game and be able to kind of continue on her legacy, especially with all these young girls coming to watch you guys play basketball today?
Yeah, first off, I mean, it's amazing that we have this game, and I think obviously Coach had mentioned just the way that this can impact each person in a different way. And, personally with my family, we've been going through that, for several years now. So to, have that as, one of our games here is really special. And then just to see the little girls in the stands is like one of the greatest things. We're going through the victory lap, and these girls are going crazy, wanting to take pictures. So just knowing that, like, I was that little girl once. And so, being able to, put a smile on those kids' faces, take a picture with them, give them a high five, whatever. I think it's an awesome way to just continue to give back and make an impact.
And then looking ahead, I mean, you're going on the road, and then you're going to be back in here for a couple of tough games for Big East play. So how are you going to take this game and really hope to keep getting those wins in the Big East column looking ahead towards postseason?
Yeah, I think you're seeing how competitive the Big East has always been, and I think even this year there's another step up to how it's going so far. And so I think for us it's be happy with this win, and how can you continue to grow from it. Of course, everything wasn't perfect in this game, and so taking the things that we were good at, building on those, and expanding on the things that we maybe made mistakes on, I think will be crucial in the next spread of games. And of course, like you mentioned, St. John's off to a great start this year, so we're looking forward to that game.
Awesome.